If your favorite new god is Metron, sorry but we can't be friends. So guys, how are you? I hope well, and have you guys watched season 4 of Young Justice but don't know much about Orion? Let's talk a little about him, and for those who don't know me, I'm the Monio, your favorite interdimensional demon, and you're on my channel, and let's talk about Darkseid's son. A lot of people have doubts or don't understand if Orion is or isn't Darkseid's son, and yes, he is. But the Monio, if he is the son of Darkseid, why was he raised by the High Father living in New Genesis? Shouldn't he be on Apokolips, which is Darkseid's planet? Did he run away and take refuge? And to answer these questions, let's go in parts. When old gods died and new gods emerged, two worlds were created, New Genesis, and Apokolips. And just to be clear, Darkseid, Kalibak, Steppenwolf, among others are also new gods, but on the side of Apokolips. These two worlds lived in a constant war between the gods, and that war led to much destruction and much death. A curiosity, that race of bugs that we see in New Genesis, was an attempt by the new gods to genetically create a race that could eventually serve for war, similar to Darkseid's parademons. But this attempt did not work, and as it was a long time ago, at the time of the war, this race stayed around the planet and multiplied, and the bugs that we see today in New Genesis, such as Forager, are descendants of these genetic experiments. But back to the war was causing a lot of damage to both sides. It was then that a peace proposal was made between the two planets, and both sides accepted it. So a pact was made between the two worlds, and as a way to seal this pact, an exchange of children between the two planets was made, in which the High Father delivers his son to be raised by Darkseid in Apokolips, and Darkseid delivers his son for the Heavenly Father to create in New Genesis. And that's how Orion was created by High Father. This agreement includes that neither planet can meddle in the other's affairs, so if Darkseid attacks any world, New Genesis does not interfere. But the Monio, what happened to the High Father's son who was sent to Apokolips? Who is he? The High Father's son is known as Mr. Miracle, and despite being raised on Apokolips, he hasn't turned evil, and is currently married to Barda, who was long the elite captain of Darkseid's army. Both he and Orion appear in the classic Justice League Unlimited animation. But let's talk a little more about Orion, since the video is about him. Orion is one of my favorite new gods. Despite not being very charismatic, he is quite powerful. In Young Justice, we see him rival in melee combat with the Kryptonian Lorzed. One thing I thought was really cool was that he developed a sincere friendship with Rocket, since she is one of the people who can see him without the prejudice of him being Darkseid's son. And you, do you also like Orion? Soon I will make a video about the origin of the new gods, and how this is related to Marvel. Yes, to Marvel. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these upcoming content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.